so conscious. Crazy, huh? Crazy. Here we go. Lucid dreams, so I can't be out here living stupid. I love hard, so you could say I was shot by Cupid. Say less, but every now and then I drop my 2 cents. Tunnel vision could really be a nuisance. ISO, yeah, you know we be the movement. Don't ask what we doing, just know we always keep it moving. Watch out for intruders, still a student to the game. You don't see me rocking chains, cause I think that is lame. All my brothers getting slain from the police. Blood stains leaking on the concrete. All my aunties always warn me to stay up off the street, cause these tucking heat, yeah, the feeling of defeat. And constantly finding ways to level up my mind state. Ain't no justice for us, you could peep it in the crime rate. I left behind all those trying to set me up like a blind date. That duo sizzle just like a hot plate. Zooming on the Jackie like we got weight. I mean, it's just a few grams, but I got faith, cause I was born in interfaith. Tell them plug me in like the interface. Speakers blasted, shake the flowers in the vase. Learning to break out of my commonplace. Still trying to be, so I let common play. They calling me Illmatic, I'm the modern day. Wanna go toe to toe, tell them I'm delayed. Mommy go E-I, how Nelly say it. Uh-oh, this flow here cutthroat. I just reload while they upload. Tell them that merch coming in by the truckload. Gotta do this to the utmost. Run it up like Usain till they unbolt. You won't really learn till you sit down, be humble.
Whoa. Ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. Yeah, I'm ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. I put in work, couldn't wait for mine. I got 9, couldn't wait in line. Game time, game time. Locked in when it's game time. Shoot from deep like a Curry 3, and I go beast like 23. 10 toes down, glued to the concrete, and I do me, keep to myself to find my peace. Been ballin' a little bit, woke up feeling rich. Still remember days I had to grind to get a cent. Still remember days when I spent a penny pinch. Now this bank account is lit and it's up and it's stuck, just like Cardi said. Same faces around me and it's hardly first. Saying how you do it, but you hardly did. Fibbing on the ground, yeah, you probably is. Ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. Yeah, I'm ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. I put in work, couldn't wait for
it when it's you and me.
Good morning, YouTube. So she is warming up. It's almost time to get out of here. But guess who got us here? The Ram. So it is Sunday morning, freezing Sunday morning. I had ice on my windshield. Anyway, freaking cold out here. The Pro Star is ready to go. I changed out a clamp right there near the turbo. There's one of the clamps right there. Replaced a air line that went to the brake chamber up under the steer tire. I just went through the whole truck and tried to fix all the air leaks and everything. Oh, she just purged. Ram, we replaced the brakes, rotors. What else did we do on the Ram? brakes, rotors. I didn't have time to do the tire rods and all that kind of stuff. And I also did like the brake caliper bracket. I couldn't find my local AutoZone. They didn't have the actual brake caliper I needed, which I need to get another one of those and replace it. What took me the longest yesterday was trying to find parts. I had to go to 3 different AutoZones yesterday, back and forth, trying to get parts for this thing. And nobody had it all at once. So going out and getting parts, I did go out and go grocery shopping yesterday. Plugged our refrigerator back up, so there's no more eating out and stuff. So ran a bunch of errands. Ooh, it's freaking cold out there, man. But yeah, where's the light at? Ran a bunch of errands, got the Ram situated, got the ProStar situated, and now we are ready to hit the road. I don't know when we're coming back home. I could come back home Tuesday and stay home Tuesday and Wednesday, or just shoot straight to Dallas. So here's the synopsis for the week. What we have on us now is the load of Mexican sodas that we picked up in Laredo. That load is delivering in Atlanta, Georgia, specifically near Fairburn area, which is where I used to live out there for a little bit when my wife and I first got married. And then we're shooting down to Noonan, Georgia, which is southwest Atlanta, picking up a tire load, dropping hook. I don't know if it's actually tires or if it's some kind of tire product or tire. I don't know what they used to make tires. I don't know, but we're going to Goodyear out there in Noonan, Georgia. That is going to Dallas. So Atlanta to Dallas is a straight line like this. So either I can go straight there, or I can dip down, go home Tuesday, Wednesday, and then shoot up to Dallas like that. Which I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, or just shoot straight over to Dallas. But the load picks up Monday and it doesn't deliver till Thursday because of Christmas. So, and I've mentioned this before, y'all know we're not really that festive or anything, so it's just gonna be another day for me, but I can still do, so this one here pays, it's gonna be on this week's payroll. So the load going from there to there paid $1,800, and then from there to there paid, I think closer to $1,500, so that's $3,300, plus my usual Baton Rouge to Laredo, paying another 14 something. So we'll be doing about $5,700 this week. $4,700. Let's say $5,000 of revenue this week, which is not bad considering I'm only working like 3 days this week. So with the holiday in there. I did not get a chance to put the new mud flaps on there. I just didn't have the time to do it. Just ran out of time yesterday. Like I said, what took up most of my time was running back and forth. But anyway, y'all tired of hearing me talk. Let's get in this truck and head on out to ATL. Okay. I didn't get a chance to put my groceries and stuff up. I literally just threw them all in here. Let's see here. So we are going to be running recap hours this week, or try to anyway. So we have, actually guys, when I left home, when I brought the truck here last night, because that truck was at my house, I brought it here. I had exactly 11 hours and 1 minute on my clock. So we have 11 hours to drive today. Actually, I guess that includes pre-trip and all that stuff too. But actually, let's go ahead and do that now. Let's get a pre-trip done in here. So we'll probably be about 2 hours away from my delivery. It is 6:30 right now, so we'll leave out of here at 6:30. Get parked, let's say by 7 tonight. Get my hours back. By 5 in the morning, which will be Eastern time, so it'll be 6 in the morning, so we'll still have 2 hours left. So we will be cutting it close. But we'll be all right, as long as we don't have any hiccups or anything. It's it just took me forever to get out of bed this morning. All right, let's log the pre-trip in there. So yeah, we're gonna be running recap hours this week. If you don't know what that is, so last Sunday I ran 10 hours and 6 minutes. I'll be getting that time back tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to do a 34-hour break due to us getting in late on Friday. And so we're gonna run recap hours, which is hours that basically roll over from last week, just to make it easy. So basically when you hear drivers talk about recap hours, they're really talking about like rollover hours. And it's on duty time, it's not on driving time. But we're having a short week anyway, so the longest run that we're doing is this to Atlanta and then here to Dallas. But since the load technically doesn't have to be there till Thursday, which she said if I want to get it off Tuesday I can, but I have until 3 o'clock to do so. But part of that is gonna be contingent on how long Costco takes. Ooh, it's freezing. I need this heat to kick on. Let's make a left here. But yeah, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. Oops, I'll put this on. We had a pretty productive weekend. There's still some things I want to fix on the Ram. There's still some things I need to fix on the Excursion. But my issue, which has always been my issue, was just time. Like I literally went home, I got home midnight Friday night and left out this morning at 5:30 this morning. So I was at home for 12, that's 24, right about 30 hours. Had I waited 4 more hours, I could have done a 4-hour reset, but what really killed that 4 hours that I thought I would have had was me sitting at Walmart for 4 hours earlier this week. But it all worked out. Revenue was not hurt. No breakdowns, but thankfully I caught that air leak because I noticed it. And when I hit the brake, I could hear like a little bit of air hissing. I was like, what in the world? So when I got it to the house, you know, I had my wife stand on the brake and I went down there and investigated. And I was like, that's what it is. So I went down to Express Truck Parts and Chrome, my usual spot. Shout out to Ali. Got a new airline. Got some grease, went ahead and greased the truck down. I do need to still do a PM on this truck, just the oil change and filters and all that fun stuff. Which I'm thinking about doing it myself this time around, unless I'm on the road. I can find a place to do it this week. Actually, I might do that. Find a place to do it this week since we have, once we drop off this load, we'll have plenty of time. There goes Brookshire Brothers. If you know, you know. They're usually like in small towns. All right, y'all. So yeah, we got a long day ahead of us. I'm gonna push it and push it hard. I would love some coffee, but coffee doesn't always love me when it comes to my stomach. So I don't want to end up hurting myself. But eventually I will stop and get fuel. We got right under 3/4 of a tank. We got a beautiful sunrise in front of us. So we're gonna take some back country roads, basically not back, but we're taking 90 all the way down to Beaumont, jump on I-10. Take 10 across to the 12 alternate, going through Louisiana, back on 10. And then we're taking 65 up when we get to Mobile, going through Montgomery. When we get to Montgomery, we're jumping on 85. I'm sorry, 85. And we're gonna take that as far up until our hours run out. So, anyway, y'all, let's get some miles in.
It's a new day for a high. It's another day to try to get by. And ooh, yeah, I'm feeling now every second, every hour of the day. Yeah. It's a new day for a high. Yeah. It's a new day for good times. I just turn the page, let it write what it likes. And ooh, yeah, I feel it now. Every atom in my body feels okay. Yeah. It's a new day for good times. Flying like I'm weightless, yeah, I'm losing all my senses, and it's making it impossible to die. Everything's in motion, yeah, I'm lost in the commotion, and I've never ever felt so freaking I woke up this morning, got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do, got me feeling nostalgic. Ancestors sending clues, and I'm sending gratitude back, cause the whole world outside, sun in my eye, a girl in my ride, head in the sky, we gon' make it if we try, the truth never lie, wings we could fly, with you by my side. This morning, oh yeah, and I woke up this morning, not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. I'm like a caterpillar turned into a butterfly. I'm on the grass, it's always greener on the other side. And we gon' make it out the struggle, though we traumatized. I used to take this life for granted, I apologize. So thankful I'm alive, this jungle I survive. I'm on a natural high, just like the east side rise. My ass is sunny side, it's up to you to decide. Get on my level, tell the devil go somewhere and hide. The whole world outside, sun in my eye, a girl in my ride, head in the sky. We gon' make it if we try. The truth's never lie, and wings we can fly with you by my side. This morning, oh yeah, and I woke up this morning, not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Run like I don't got in the state. Yeah, run it up. Yeah, yeah. Went from MIA to LA on the run like I don't got in the state. Yeah, I went from LA to the A on the run, you can tell where I stay. Yeah. Money come and gone, let's get straight to it. Been a businessman, it's bigger than music. Eyes on a new building with like 8 units. What's for sale, I might buy it all. Don't wanna put in work, now you just wanna ball. Got Louis bags with no money in them. Bigger the lie, the harder they fall. Fast route, for me it's always been a cash route. Bag route, spend some money, switch a piece of cash out. Always been a stand-up guy, never back down. Curry's on my team and got some pack outs. Went from MIA to LA, on the run like I don't got an estate. I went from LA to the A, on the run, you can tell where I stay. Counting all this paper, I chase, no sleep, call me jet lag, baby. Counting all this paper, I chase, no sleep, call me jet lag, baby. Savior of my city like I'm Luke Cage. This is real life, you're ballin' 2K. I was just a young count, loose change. Now I gotta come in 22 ways. 12-12s on me, no flu game. Same team, we the new way. I told my baby come and get some. What's hers mine and she here to stay. I said, do you love me? Why not though? I know I'm on the go, I'm on the run, girl. For the money, and my batos. I know I'm not from LA, I'm from New York. Upstate though, and we got dough. And we don't show no mercy, run the score. Ice on my head, so we got balls. Went from MIA to LA, on the run like I don't got an estate. I went from LA to the A, on the run, you can tell where I stay. Counting all this paper, I chase, no sleep, call me jet lag, baby. Counting all this paper, I chase, no sleep, call me jet lag, baby.
I shut my eyes, trying not to speak, pretend that I'm dreaming. I smell your breath, not listening, but I still hear you screaming. Going under. One step away till you hear what I'm saying. Sounds like thunder. And the clouds are closing in. You say I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed. Losing focus, breaking up from our life as we know it. If someone had told me that I will take off and find something greener, greener than gold. If someone had told me that I will be strong, I'm gonna rise and fly and leave the gold between the lines. I turn my head and hold it high, but it's making me shiver. He's not like you, don't want him to. He's more like the river, growing stronger. When we're alone, there's no you in the picture. Paint by numbers isn't how I want it to. You see, I know.
All right, guys. So we are here in Lafayette, Louisiana, getting fuel. I tried to get fuel, and somebody stole my money. Tried to get fuel, checked my fuel card to see how much money I had on there, which usually I check it on a more regular basis. But over the weekend it's been busy running, and so sometime Saturday morning, somebody tried to deduct money off my fuel card by using the ATM, which you can do that. Well, you can't steal money, but you can. Look at the FLD back there. But somebody tried to use my fuel card to take out, I think it was like $140 or something like that. But as y'all can see the transactions there. I use my fuel card for ATM, but not often. Because the money that's left over on our fuel, like even right now, if I wanted to, I could take a $200 cash advance or fuel advance and just, take it out of my fuel card. But use an ATM or something. But somebody tried to get my money. And apparently my my oil cap came off. So now we got oil all over the side of the truck. yeah, so it's been a Sunday. So I don't know what happens. I didn't even take off my oil cap yesterday while I was working on the truck, so I didn't need oil. So somehow my oil cap came off. And it had to have happened on this drive, because when I did my pre-trip this morning, it was on there. And of course, everything is closed today with today being Sunday. Everything is closed, all the parts stores and everything. So I got a temporary solution going on there. We've driven, what, 4.5 hours already, and I've lost in like a pint of oil. So not much oil is leaked out of there. So I am gonna go to this Walmart over here next door and go buy some oil just in case. I guess I have a temporary solution going on there. But yeah, y'all, somebody stole my money. They took about $140 out. Which I know somebody's gonna say that's why you don't use your card at the pump. That's why you don't use your card at the pump. If y'all know me and seen how I get fuel, I don't use the pump. I use the app, which is why I usually do Pilot Flying J's, because I like using the app to get fuel. So I use the app to always get fuel. And I think maybe once last week, which I know where it was at. I don't want to put the name out there right now. Actually, I'll put it out there. It was at the Pilot in Iowa, Louisiana, just outside of Lake Charles. I do remember. I think it was there. I tried to use the app, and the app wouldn't work. And so I went inside to go to get fuel, to use my card in there. That's probably where it happened at. Which usually I'm always checking card readers. I'm always pulling on them and, looking at them. So I don't know how it happened. Somebody had a scanner walking past me. Now they have those scanner things. Yeah, so somebody got me. Thankfully, I only had $140 on there. So it looks like they tried to deduct more and couldn't. And they deducted $140 off of there. So I am going to be calling Landstar, and that department is closed today, the comm data department. So they don't open until tomorrow as well. So between the oil cap falling off and somebody stealing my money. So yeah, so all the money on my car was gone. So somebody stole all the money on there and left, I think $2 or a few dollars on there. So what I just had to do is hurry up, put money on there, and get fuel. And so when I get my rebate back, I'm going to run to this ATM in here. Or no, I'll just put it back in the tank. That's what I do. Just close the pump up, whatever money I have as a rebate, put it in the tank on the second transaction. That's what I do. So anyway, let's get some oil from this Walmart and finish up at this pump and all that stuff and get back on this road. Got it. All right, leaving Walmart. Got everything we need. So I've been calling around trying to find an oil cap and no luck. So we have to get one tomorrow. This is the worst day to lose an oil cap. Sunday, everything's closed. But anyway, let's get back to rolling, y'all. Probably make a sandwich with the grocery shopping I did yesterday, everything I bought. So, and then get some more miles in. All right, so we have just crossed over into Alabama. Just kind of going through and checking to see how much oil I have in there. Didn't lose too much oil, thank God. I think my little contraption is working. But man, y'all, she is a freaking mess. Look at that. Look at all this. You can't really tell on camera, but it is a huge oily mess. So I'm gonna pass this back up so we can get back down the road. There is an accident that I see with about a 30-minute hold up. So I'm gonna take my time to get to that, because if I have to sit in an accident, I'm not gonna have enough hours to make it out there. Because right now my clock is steady ticking because, well, if I'm on duty or in driving, my clock is ticking. So, because we're running recap hours. I don't have like a daily clock that I'm running off of. I'm running off my 70-hour clock because I have under a day left on there, which I can probably go back a couple of days ago and find some on duty that I wasn't fueling or doing something I forgot to go off duty for, and go off duty. It'll give me more time, which I probably will do that just to give me a peace of mind. But I want to go ahead and clean this up a little bit more. If I can find a place to get the truck washed, but it'll probably be tomorrow. I highly doubt I can do it today. I don't think we'll have the time to. So let's clean this up and get back on this interstate here. Alrighty. Man, I'm just thinking, guys, during the drive, you know, how violated I feel with, you know, the person going into basically my bank account, you know, and taking my money. I mean, it could have been $5, could have been $5 million, or the 140, I'm sorry, yeah, or the 140 bucks that they took. You know, but to know that somebody was in your stuff, you know, and stole from you, it makes you feel violated. And no, this isn't the first time somebody stole something from me, but you know, it's 140 bucks. I'm hoping they make good use of it. And I'm hoping that Com Data can find out who it is. And even though, you know, my family and I are not, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not festive when it comes to the holidays. You know, I just imagine somebody who, you know, around the holiday time, Christmas time, you know, whatever, that was really depending on that money. If it was somebody else, that was their last 140 bucks. And for somebody to just come in and take it like that, man, you know, there are certain crimes that I just do not tolerate, and stealing, thievery is one of them. I mean, you have plenty of other horrible crimes, but the one I just personally cannot stand is anything that's, you know, hurtful to women and children, which, you know, if you know, you know, anything hurtful to women and children, as well as a thief. Those are the two I just do not tolerate, that I have a low patience level for. You know, a thief, somebody who's entitled to just come and take yours, you know, something that you worked hard for, whether it's money, whether it's, you know, somebody takes your car, or somebody comes in, now they're doing all this fraud, you know, with people stealing houses with these title situations and stuff. Like, if it's one thing I do not tolerate, it's a thief. Somebody who feels that entitled to come and steal something that's not theirs. They didn't put a minute or second of work into to earn it. Just somebody else, off of somebody else's blood, sweat, and tears. You just walk in and take it. It's just one thing I do not tolerate. I mean, I do have a bit of a break for people who need something, you know, who are like in desperate need of something, and they just take it to survive. That's one thing. But to steal because you're lazy, no. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But let me make sure I got them all cleaned up. All right. So we're gonna jump back on I-10. Mobile, Alabama's right here. So we're gonna jump on 65 and take that on up. I did go through and work out my clock a little bit. Yeah, I was able to get an extra 37 minutes. So that's more than enough time. So I'm gonna try to give them park at our usual scale house. Since we know the scale master up there, I don't think they'll bother me now that she knows who I am. So let's get a few more miles in, y'all. We have to the actual location that we're going to. We have, man, why is the time? It just jumped up 3 minutes. Is there traffic somewhere else? Why did it just jump up again? It just jumped up like there's an accident somewhere. But we have more time to get there, so I'm not really too worried about it. So, all right, y'all. Let's roll.
Baby, you rock my world. Baby, you rock my world like no one else. You make it spin and twirl. Baby, you rattle my chain.
All right, Mobile, we're here. About 3 hours and 45 minutes from our stop for the night. Oh man, so once we park tonight, we'll be about an hour or so away from our delivery. And thankfully, where we're picking up from isn't too far from there. It's probably about a good 30, 45 minutes away from there. In Atlanta, that's pretty close. It's trying to get from one side of Atlanta to the other. The traffic, I mean, Atlanta itself isn't big. The traffic is horrible. And then being in a truck, you got to take the loop around. You can't go through like downtown.
Use the left 2 lanes to take.
All right, so we'll hang out in this lane here, and it exits to the left. Just go to slow down. I don't know if y'all can hear that wind, but it's pretty brutal. Slow this down. If we kept straight, we hit that tunnel down there that goes under the water. Which we haven't gone down that way in a minute. I know the past few times I couldn't go through because we were hazmat. All right. All right, so what time is it now? It is almost 3:30, so that means our ETA for getting there is about 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll park, get our hours back by 6 a.m. I might be able to get an extra 30 minutes in tomorrow night, but no, I'm going to leave out. If I get my hours back at 6, I'm going to leave out at 6 and try to get there early. Costco can be unpredictable. But yeah, guys, I'm still just in disbelief. Like I was saying earlier, like one of my biggest pet peeves is thievery. And just thinking back, in times that my wife and I, or just me being single, we're financially struggling. Still we never had the thought or the need or the urge to steal anything. It was always, how do we get out of this? But, from our own blood, sweat, and tears, rather than taking somebody else. It's just not right. Like even simple stuff, guys, call me a nerd, or I don't know what the word is, lame. But even like going to the restaurants, And they have all the ketchup packets that you can grab, or the mayonnaise packets, or barbecue packets, or forks, spoons, napkins, and all that stuff. So you can just grab as many as you want. Like, even still, I can't, I just grab what I need. If I ever get to the point to where I'm grabbing a bunch of napkins, you know, like, so you mean to tell me I can't go to Dollar Tree or to Walmart and spend 70 cents on a pack of napkins? I gotta take somebody else's? Because once I'm taking more than what I need, then that's stealing. When you're taking a handful of napkins, or like I said, ketchup packets or whatever. Or when you ask for water and get lemonade instead, or get Sprite instead, that's stealing. I mean, if I can't pay $2 for a cup, or $1 some places, you know, for a cup of Sprite, or, you know, or lemonade or something, like, come on. Like, is that $2 really get me ahead? But it's really just, it's a mental thing to think that we're getting, you know, getting over somebody, or just the mentality of free. Like, I really couldn't pay $2, you know, to get a lemonade. I gotta ask for water, you know, and get, you know, lemonade. Like, come on, man. You know, God watches all that stuff. He writes every little thing down in his book. I mean, somebody might say, you know, oh, these are big corporations, they got millions of dollars. It doesn't make it right. I mean, from the outside looking in, people might say my family and I are doing really well, pretty well off. You know, so $140, you know, is nothing to us. However, it's just the principle that somebody reached into my pocket and took it. The same thing with me stealing from $1 million corporation. I reached into their pocket and stole some of their profits. You know. Comment down below, do y'all agree? Or am I just overreacting? And also comment down below if you've had something stolen from you. And what was it? But just to know, you know, there's people out there who just have, you know, that entitlement. Take. And it's getting really bad in Houston. Like, grand theft auto is getting up real high. Home invasions. It's just getting ridiculous, where people are just taking it in broad daylight, no mask or nothing on, just walking up and taking, you know, cameras all out and everything, just don't care. But that's my 2 cents. That is my 2 cents. All right, y'all getting on? What y'all doing? Took the green card, stayed on the exit. But all right, y'all, let's, I did call just about every Love's, like, Speedco mechanic shop that's open today, and every TA that's open today, and nobody has the cap that I need, the field cap. So it looks like tomorrow we'll be taking a visit to either Fleet Pride, Napa, if Napa even has it, or maybe maybe even the dealer. But one good thing about our pickup tomorrow is that it is drop and hook, so y'all know how that goes. It'll be ready after 10 a.m. they said. So this load we're dropping off in the morning, 8 a.m. appointment. Hopefully it takes no more than 2 hours. And we'll be at our pickup by 11:30ish. And heading back down to Texas instead of, I think we'll just go straight to Dallas. I don't think we'll go home. Speaking of the dealer, there's Cummins right there. And that would have been perfect. But yeah, I'll probably just go to Dallas, do a 34-hour break out there somewhere. Probably find a Petro or a TA with an Iron Skillet or Country Pride or Black Bear Diner. Because Landstar, if we're ever on the road, well, even not on the road, but Landstar always gives us a complimentary I think Christmas, Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner. As long as we go in there and show that we're with Landstar, they'll give us a complimentary dinner up to $25. And I used that, I think 2 years ago. My buddy Karan and I were on the road. Actually, yeah, we were stuck out in Idaho in a blizzard. Yeah, this is before I did YouTube. We took a load up to Oregon Christmas week, and on our way back down, we got stuck in a blizzard. And so we ended up having a Christmas dinner on land. Actually, yeah, he was with Landstar at the time. This is back when he was with Landstar. But anyway, let's get a few more miles in. I'll see y'all when we get to Montgomery. Cutting it close. So, change of plans.
In 2 miles, take exit 47 onto State Road 34 toward Peachtree City.
I was going to stop at the Scale House, my usual spot, right there in LaGrange. But I still had like 45 minutes left on my clock. And so I know of a place where I can park. But I got 6 minutes on my clock. And we're 5 minutes away from the spot that I know of. But actually, so we're gonna go, y'all know where the PetSmart place is? Where I usually do my drop and hook with a load coming out of here. Well, I don't know if y'all remember when there was like a mix up or something and they didn't get me loaded and I ended up doing a 34-hour break out here at the PetSmart location. There is a gas station around a corner from there where I parked at that allows truck parking. Right there next to the Dairy Queen. And as y'all see, they are on it out here. Well, I think they're going to an actual scene somewhere, but it has been a lot of activity out here with
Take exit 47 onto State
people
Road
getting pulled over and
toward
stuff.
Peachtree City.
I think they're actually going somewhere though, but one thing about Georgia, they are good at hiding. And they will get you. And truckers, especially if we're on our phones.
Take the exit.
All right, my Jake brakes aren't hitting like I want them to. And my oil pressure, what in the world? My oil pressure's kind of low, so I'm thinking I need
Use the
to
right lane to turn onto State Road 34 East toward Peachtree City.
change the filter, my oil filter. What's going on out here?
Turn right.
Yes, ma'am. All right, we're 3 minutes away. We got 4 minutes on our clock. And I think this is a yield right here. Ooh, traffic's coming.
Stay in the middle 2 lanes. In 1.2 miles, turn left onto International Park.
Let's get over a lane. All right. Is there anything to eat up here? Oh, that's right. We got groceries back there in the back. I ain't got to walk nowhere to get nothing to eat. There is a Dairy Queen next door to where I'm going. But yuck. Who eats Dairy Queen? But yeah, so we're going around the corner to the, oh, there's Texas Roadhouse. Love me some Texas Roadhouse. We're gonna park right here at this little gas station. Ooh, Steak and Shake. They just closed up all the Steak and Shakes. I know in Dallas and in Houston, just bad customer service. Like every Steak and Shake I've been to, majority of them have bad customer service. Them and Carl's Jr., which I know they've closed up shop of the Carl's Jr.'s as well in Houston for sure. But Carl's Jr. came in thinking they were going to beat out Chick-fil-A, and they set up shop next door to a lot of Chick-fil-A's in the Houston area.
At the next light, turn left.
And Chick-fil-A's still standing. All right. We are 1 minute away. We got 3 minutes on the clock. Now I'm trying to remember how to get in there with the trailer. I know how to get in there, bobtail. Is it this light? Yeah.
At the light, turn left onto International Park. Then take the first right onto Shopping Center Road.
Yeah, I need to change my oil filter. So when I get my oil cap tomorrow, I will also get my, give me an oil filter.
Turn right onto Shopping Center Road. Then take the first right.
All right. But yeah, this is where I parked when they were like, we can't.
Turn right.
The heck was it? Oh, my refrigerator just opened up.
Turn left into the parking lot. Then arrive at your destination.
I got 1 minute on my clock. All right, for right now, I'm gonna park right here.
Arrived.
I'm gonna go off duty. If I gotta creep into a spot, I will. Off duty, off duty, off duty. Oh yeah, we had 1 minute left on our clock, y'all. Made it. And we are only, let's see here. We're 36 minutes away from our drop, 26 miles. So I don't want to catch y'all in my secret spot here now. All right? But yeah, so they allow parking here. Just don't make a mess. That's the biggest thing. Actually, I might try to scoot over. You know, I'm fine here. I'm really fine here. I'm overthinking it. I just don't like being in the way. I don't like getting a knock on my door throughout the middle of the night and said, hey, can you? Like, that is the absolute worst. I don't want to get too close to these trees either. But I will just back up. Actually, how many miles did I put in today? I know I put in some good miles. I did 725 miles, y'all. Legal miles. Legal miles. Keyword, legal miles. All right. Look at those trees sticking out, yeah. We made it safe, that's all that matters. I'm overthinking it, guys, I know. I just don't like being in anybody's way. Just trying to inch over, which that's fine right there. All right, so tomorrow I need to get oil cap, as well as an oil filter. And I lock my doors. Okay. Oil cap, oil filter. I need to go and just do a PM on the truck when I get back, but with my PSI being that low, I need to get an oil filter too. And where is my filter wrench? I think my filter wrench is in the FLD. And I have one at home too. I just don't have one in this truck. So tomorrow I need to get a filter wrench, filter, and then oil cap. So, but yeah, guys, made it safe. I think I've gotten over the whole people stealing my money crap. There's more concern about getting this truck situated for the next couple of days. So I don't know if tomorrow if I'm gonna go home and do my 34-hour break at home, or if I'm gonna shoot straight to Dallas and do my 34-hour break out there. I don't know. Well, we know we're 725 miles away from home. Actually, how far are we from our, we're in Noonan, Georgia, which is the same city where we're doing our pickup from. So we're not too far from our pickup as well. Goodyear Logistics Centers. Oh, so we're only 13 minutes away from our pickup. Nice. Yeah, we've been there before. I think that's over there by, what is over there? Kellogg's. I think there's a Kellogg's facility that I've been over there. And last time I was there, I was in the Lone Star in the black truck. So anyway, guys, I'm just talking. Let me go ahead and make something to eat. Calm down, relax. And as soon as I get my hours back tomorrow, we're going to head on out of here and go drop this load off and get some stuff done to the truck as well. So guys, thank y'all for watching. My name is Shymon Spencer, and I will catch you guys at noon 01 Central Standard Time tomorrow.